How are we going to get the medians there?
Best experiences I've had in the past couple of years.
It was a real struggle for us initially as a family on how we would.
Why this school is so important is because the need is almost overwhelming. People here have nothing.
I was really glad to see that it was open to everyone, as opposed to just being, only to some people, especially when it comes to schooling. And as it has helped me realize what the girls are capable of, first of all, and from that, it has led me to go into other areas of childhood education. Especially
went through the GED adult education program. The anxiety all goes away when you're doing this kind of program. I definitely think it would have been tough not having the resource center.
The class helped me be more logical with my children, calm down, stop yelling at them, and treat them like adults. And one of the benefits that I received from this program and from the class was to not have power struggles with my children. That is so...
We're actually becoming parents again. We're inheriting our grandkids. Cameron here was actually born about five weeks premature, and he was barely 5 pounds when he was born. But prior to that, our son's girlfriend, who actually was pregnant with him, decided she was going to abort him, and we talked her out of that. We encouraged her to carry him, and we actually became parents to him 2 days after he was born. We went down to Louisiana and got him, and we didn't have resources here. We didn't know of anybody that could help us, raise our grandkids. And
my light bill, my sister suddenly passed, and I had to fly to Illinois, and it was quite an expense, and I basically couldn't pay my light bill. And the loving kindness that they show here at this organization is very nice and unexpected. I'm very grateful for that.
Why'd you decide to come here?
Well, when they first tested me, I scored like 4th, 5th grade level.
Really?
And I did not realize how, after not going to school for so many years, how low your education level can drop.
Anything. Mm-hmm. And then they come here and you guys really go, you can do this. Mm-hmm. There's nothing wrong with your brain. And they find out, wow.
It really is right. And you can see their self-confidence.
Their self-confidence just goes out the roof. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, it's hard studying in class, and I can't handle crowds, so just being in a really large one, since they crowded in more kids, and it's just been really hard on me. So especially with bullies, and I was always a small kid and the outsider, so bullies always picked on me. I was always the sensitive one, so it didn't help much either. And ever since I've been here, it's more mature, it's more helped me focus, and it's more to myself. If I need help, then they'll be there. So and that's one thing I like it, and I kept going. I actually wanted to go, and when I can, and I actually wanted to get up in the morning and get here.
And so it's just been awesome, and we need it here. This is a really rural place. People don't realize how rural Divide and Lake George and Florissant and all these places are. Most of these people live out in the country. And so just the option of going to the Springs is like, no, it's impossible. I can't afford to drive to the Springs twice a week. Mm-hmm. We go to the Springs once a month. So we've got to keep community partnerships up here. It's almost imperative.
Well, I'm here as a volunteer. I retired a couple of years ago and was looking for something to do in my community. It's a very comfortable atmosphere, very easygoing, non-threatening, and it's very wonderful to see the change in the people as they come in the door. They sign up for the classes, they go through the instruction and they gain self-confidence, and it's so exciting when they go and actually take their GED test and they come in, they're all proud, popping buttons, you know, wow, I got my GED. It's been a wonderful place for me. They tell me I'm helping. I don't know, that doesn't really matter. It's working for me, so.
I am so happy that the way the staff engages, and they bring their participants in to celebrate, and I just am so grateful. It feels like such a load is lifted. Everybody is owning their program and delivering, and they have participants that are so happy.
Subtract, right? So we subtracted this number from that and found out that there were 5 more business courses.
Now that we have such a solid core staff, I feel like we work together really well as a family, and we're all overlapping into each other's areas to provide services to families without gaps.
My name is Amber Bakira, and I run the Parents as Teachers program with Community Partnership. I've been doing it about 2 years, and Parents as Teachers is a great nationwide program that brings child development information right into the parent's home for anybody with children ages 0 to 5. We can find a lot of developmental delays, and we can help those, and we can screen the children, and we can really interact with them in their home so they're comfortable.
And they run such exemplary programs, and people just do more and more and more. The local support has been just incredible.
Right.
But when those parents want to take a class to make themselves better and to raise their children right, oh my gosh, these people need that. They need the help, and they can't afford it. I have a neighbor who is a single mom. She doesn't have a job, and she's struggling. But for her to take this class would be huge for her to be a better mom, to raise her daughter in a more loving, understanding atmosphere. And to be able to support people like that is huge. So I thank you for wanting to support Community Partnership.
So I think it's a real hands-on organization. I know where the money goes, and it's for people locally to help with different services that they need, and I'm very impressed with that. And a donation certainly would be appreciated here, either financially or with someone's time.
My wife and I donate to Community Partnership, so I know that it helps, because these folks take care of their dollars.
Most families that come here are probably lower income families like ourselves, but we still have that desire to do what's right. And to me, if there's anybody else out there that has an extra buck or two, this would be the place to invest your money, because you're not just investing in the organization, you're investing in our lives, in the children's lives. My goodness, there's a lot of kids here that need, and a lot of parents that need the extra help.
Getting their GEDs, but outside the program, they keep in touch with them after they graduate to make sure the kids are safe and the parents are doing well, and they follow up on them, which I think is a great asset.
The GED was really like the first step in me moving on and getting life started and just starting to be a productive member of society. So, yeah.
Yeah, just tell everyone you know about this program.